The social media landscape is like a virtual zoo in that people perform in front of the camera for particular audiences depending on their niche. It is solely an attention-based economy in which the reward is views, traction, and most importantly, money. Being able to make money online and escape the rat race is aspirational and freeing, which is why so many people will do anything to make that a reality.
I'm doing a full try on and show and tell over on Patreon.
The term pedobait has become particularly popular online due to the multitude of content created by adult women that has been seen to be problematic. Some content creators take on a childlike aesthetic whilst teetering on sexual or adult themes to gain the attention of certain demographics.
So this is Deanna Dietz, and she is a content creator on a website that TikTok does not like us to talk about. Here's my issue. This is what she looks like in real life, and this is how she edits her face to look for her content on this website that TikTok does not like us to talk about. She's taken it past the point of smoothing over her skin texture to take a few years off to completely changing her facial structure to look like a young teenager. Like, reminds me of the baby filter on Snapchat. So why is she posting explicit content and editing her face to look adolescent? I'm noticing a trend of content creators, another one who comes to mind is Belle Delphine, who are editing their features to appear much younger while posting adult content. Who do you think they're editing it for? I can't say the word, but I think you catch my drift. I understand there's a market for it, but ultimately at the end of the day, this is P-word baiting and this is not acceptable.
This combination of childish, cutesy, and sexy has been used as a blueprint for easy views and quick growth. Many have noticed this trend and are both confused and disturbed due to the obvious blurring of lines that plays to audiences with inappropriate interests. With anime mainstream, much of the over-exaggerated behaviours and aesthetics have bled into the social media sphere, one of the most common being the overly infantilized yet sexual persona many influencers adopt that can usually be attributed to anime. Putting makeup on that makes their eyes appear bigger, like anime girls, is a certain makeup style that's everywhere and you instantly know the inspiration when you see it. Kawaii, also interlinked, is a Japanese cultural phenomenon emphasizing cuteness and childlike innocence. It can be co-opted by creators who edge between faux innocence and sexuality in their content. The ahegao face originates from hentai and is an over-the-top expression of sexual arousal. You'll find many girls doing this face online.
What's your blow up? What was the original thing that you did, done, do, photo, picture, video that you did on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube that was like money?
I think the first thing that went big was the ahegao face.
Due to an obvious portion of anime having undertones of pedobait, it's safe to say there is a mirroring of that happening online. The fetishization of specific age groups and behaviours, whether it be to appear edgy or gain attention, have a clear influence from certain media consumption. In short, it can be extremely sus when there is some version of pedobait being portrayed both in media and online because it displays dangerous messaging and ideas.
So this is from an account of an 11-year-old girl. She has 169,000 followers and her bio reads, model, influencer, gymnast, account run by mommy. I clicked on the follower button and I want to show you what I found. So I've clicked on the followers and I didn't have to scroll. I've already seen some questionable accounts. Let's click on the clown mask. Following 11 people. Let's see who they are. They are children. All little girls.
Like,
guys, she is 12 years.
8.
Guys, she is 14. I'm reading all these comments.
I don't know.
Since discussing the concerning trend of adult women cosplaying as children, we'll also be looking at a darker side of pedobait, involving parents exploiting their children, particularly their underage daughters. Danielle Cohn is a well-known example of a young influencer whose mother has exploited her daughter online for money. Dani has been making videos online since Musical.ly was a thing, and she began to grow her online presence from there, with her mother heavily involved in her daughter's trajectory online. Danielle's mother, Jen, has also misled the public about Danielle's age, saying that she is older than what she actually is, which is why Danielle's real age has always been a topic of discussion. Dani's content has attracted certain types to her social media. These type of comments are left by pedos to mark all the inappropriate parts of a video so other predators can skip to them. Despite her mother stating she was born in 2004, Dani's father, Dustin Cohn, stated she was actually born in 2006.
In the end, I feel bad for my daughter. I don't blame her for any of this stuff. I truly wish that if she wanted to stay in this influencer with this, at this point, I don't know how you get away from this kind of lifestyle. I mean, she's been in it, she has so many fans, that kind of stuff. I mean, I understand where she is at that point. But to me, the way it's being done, I feel like as a 14-year-old, she could sing and do whatever she wants online and be completely fine without having to post herself in the way she's being posted. The way she is posted, it worries all of us.
This discrepancy fueled debates online. On a 16th birthday post she made, many of the comments called her out on being 14. People have mostly been disgusted by the Danielle situation because her content always included inappropriate videos, mature outfits, and public relationships with older boys, all to appear older than what she is and attract a wider audience. You can see how uncomfortable she was in this video, filmed by her mom 4 years ago, making her 14. Though she's of age now, it's obvious her mother has been behind this content, allowing predators unprecedented access to her daughter, which will no doubt have consequences. Rosalie Aratola, or Jenny Poppich as she is best known, is another TikTok to influencer teen who has been exploited by her mother. Like Dani, Jenny's exploitation has been well documented as her mother has cashed in on her through very inappropriate content online.
This one that got 18.4 million views. In the video, I said I just found this account, I'm floored by the content, I don't know how this is appropriate, and I don't know how this isn't in violation of the minor safety community guidelines on this app. And it got this. I got reported for minor safety.
Jenny literally turned 18 this year and has been posting content for 4 years plus. Some of her posts having comments turned off due to the disgusting things adult men are typing. Many also think that Jenny hints her mother is abusive towards her, hence the Save Jenny movement a few years ago. Jenny's mum is accused of forcing her daughter to post inappropriate content for views and money, essentially pimping her child out. Nearly all of Jenny's content was posted while she was still a minor, so concerns about her safety are warranted. Her mother has put her at risk by baiting predators with suggestive pictures and videos. Jenny usually looks awkward in the try-on videos she posts on YouTube. Her mother is usually in the background somewhere, which makes it seem like Jenny may be doing all this against her will.
So, I'm gonna prank my mom and tell her that I want to go see a mysterious boy that also wants to see me. And I'm just gonna ask her if I can hang out with him. Hi!
Hey, did you see me fall?
I did. That was so bad. Anyways, I wanted to ask you if I could go see a boy that is interested in me.
How old is he?
I don't know, like 2 years older than I am.
Hell yeah! Hell fuck yeah!
That's a really bad influence. I thought you were gonna say something
Are you
different.
gonna fucking party? Shit! When I was 12 years old, I was hanging out with dudes, man.
That's really bad.
Shit, drinking, smoking.
No.
You're not even filming me.
Many of these young girls are managed, or in actuality, controlled by their family, who are the ones coordinating how these girls portray themselves online. In my eyes, this is honestly digital trafficking, as the parents are cashing in on what can be considered pedo-bait content.
Tiffany would always tell me to go up into Piper's closet and get something that's more tight and revealing.
To make things even worse, she once allegedly took Piper's used workout clothes and sent it to some stranger in exchange for money.
The parents of these girls notice that catering to predators gets fast views, growth, and traction, which can equal to a very big payday.
Act like you're crying. Really quick.
I am crying.
Go like this.
No, Mom, I'm actually seriously crying.
No, I know, but go like this for the video. Go like this, put one hand up, go like this. No, go like this. Put your hand like this. But let them see your mouth. Let them see your mouth.
No, Mom, I'm actually crying.
Look at me, look at me, look at me. Look at me, look at me.
I'm actually crying.
I know, look at me, look at me. Look at the camera, look at the camera.
Controversy has surrounded family channels for years due to a lot of the content centering around their kids. These channels attract a lot of predators that become fixated on the children, which creates a very weird dynamic. Most family channels parade their kids in videos or use them on thumbnails to get more views, whilst pretending to be unaware that clips and images of their children overshare and attract pedos to their content.
How would you feel in your heart of hearts if it became apparent that a paedophile, a sexual predator, had been looking at your children? Had been masturbating over your children, for example?
It's such an odd question, because how would you, like, I don't know how you'd feel. Like, obviously is it a terrible thing? It's like, I don't really know how to answer, like, because I would say, like, you know, because all I do is I don't know, I don't really make content for that purpose. I just make it as difficult as I can for my content to be consumed that way. I don't think there's any footage out there. There probably was in our early stuff, and I admit that, and we made mistakes, and everyone did.
Bath time and stuff like that.
Yeah, we kind of, because it was cute, and we had one kid, and we were like, this is fun, and stuff like that. A lot of them have been taken down now. We've removed a lot of them, and same with the pictures that we've had on our social media. And we just kind of like live and learn. I don't think we're bad people. We're just sharing our life, the good parts and the bad parts.
As children can't consent, it makes this kind of content all the more disturbing, because the child may well be forced into participating. It's a known fact by now that pedos trail the internet searching for content with children, and in this day and age, there is an abundance of it.
This girl is inappropriate. Splits, dancing, bunny ears, just gross. Now look at her demographics, everybody. 70% male. Lowest percentage is teenagers. So we can just eliminate that, but here we go, 24%, 19%, that's 50% of their male audience of 70% is watching this little girl, and is between the ages of 18 and 44. What is 70% of 5.2 million?
70% of 5.2 million is 3.64 million.
These families will do anything to secure their dream lifestyle, even if the cost is their child's safety and well-being. Social media companies also benefit from this engagement, which is why it seems like a problem that's not being solved. As long as parents are financially incentivized to make their kid a cash cow, this pimping out of minors will never end.
This video is from one of the Instagram accounts I believe is participating in this, and I can't imagine that this video was created to appeal to anyone other than someone who is attracted to young underage girls. And this is the profile where she claims to be a young Euro model managed and monitored by mom. And she has over 75,000 followers. 75,000 followers who are apparently interested in images such as this and this. Once again, I can't imagine this was created for anyone other than people attracted to children. That is not even the worst of the images on her Instagram. But if you click that link, it would take you to her Patreon, which, by the way, you have to click and accept that you are about to see material that is 18 plus. And there, for a monthly subscription fee, you have access to over 850 images of her that can't be posted here. Now, her account has been reported to Patreon several times, and Patreon maintains that the owner of the account is at least 18 years old. And some have suggested that she may be a case of pedobaiting, which is when someone who is of age pretends they aren't in order to appeal to pedophiles. But don't forget, she is managed and monitored by mom, who very well could be the owner of that Patreon. And I say that because I find others who are definitely using that loophole. Like this account with 157,000 followers, whose Patreon is called a family channel. Yet the promo video for that channel is only that young girl, offering photo sets such as swimwear, on the beach, and pool photo shoot extra. And despite claiming to be a family profile, her Instagram is nothing but pictures of her in bikinis, with the exception of this recent post where she celebrated her 12th birthday. Her Patreon has over 1,400 images that apparently 158,000 people are interested in seeing.
This kind of exploitation is still unregulated territory, with little to no safeguards for the kids being overworked and overshared by their caregivers. Children are a vulnerable class that should be protected and not monetized to pay an adult's bills. It's a form of child abuse and endangering. We live in a sick world with perverse messaging, and people still choose to overexpose their children to millions and millions of predators online. The sad and morbid truth is that these parents know this, and yet they still continue to use their children for content, views, likes, and money.
Do you like being in the videos?
No, sometimes.
It's understandable.
If you made it this far, thank you for watching and thank you for supporting the channel. Check out the podcast linked in the description below, and I'll see you next time.